welcome to this mod test video with me, MrSealyp. Right then, it's test time. I haven't done one of these in ages. We have had recently out this. This is a Draper header, 13.7 metre with the Crary Wind System. This came out and it's by North Dakota Modding and Mapping and Razer. The question was asked, and I kind of mentioned it on the mod video, is this purely aesthetic or does this work? Now I thought to get it to work would mean that you'd have to adjust how the yield works off a field or what you get from the yield. I thought it would be a bit complicated for it to actually be programmed to do that, but a few people have asked and I thought, you know what, just test it. So I've got that one there, 13.7 metres. I've also got, this is the Lizard header, 13.7 metres, and it can be configured, so I've got it in John Deere colours, so exactly the same width, both Draper belts. That's got the Crary Wind System, that hasn't. What I'm going to do, I've got a field of soybean. I'm going to harvest it with the first header. I've saved the game already, so at this point I've saved. It's going to be the same harvester, we're just going to change the headers. So the only different parameter is going to be the headers. The field, I'm going to harvest the entire field, because sometimes if you only do a small bit, you can get some discrepancies. Over a larger expanse, it'll work a little bit better. This field has been ploughed, it has been limed, it has been fertilised, it's at maximum fertilising, and it is ready to harvest. So these parameters will all be exactly the same. The harvester, the field. I've saved the game now, so I'm going to do it with one header. We'll get the yield. I'll come out of the save game, come back in again. So in essence, I'll be right back here where I am now, and I'll pick up the other header instead, and we'll do the same field but with a different header. So nothing else will change, and we'll see whether or not the yield is different. Sometimes you get a bit of discrepancy with headers, only by a little bit. If it's significant, then I would say potentially this does work. Now I could do a video now where I've already done all this, I've tested it all, and I just say yes it does, no it doesn't. What's the point in that? Let's actually get it done. So I'm going to grab the first header. We'll go over the field. I'll get it harvested and see what we end up with. I'm hoping I don't get too much that I actually fill the header, but I'll have to grab a trailer if I do. That's not too much of a problem. I'm going to hire a worker on both of these. I'm not going to do it, so there shouldn't be any discrepancies with me missing bits or anything odd that might go wrong with this. And away it goes. So I'll see in a second when that's done. We'll see where we're at, and then we'll swap over and we'll try it with the air bar. See what happens. Who knows? I'm in the dark on this one. And there we have it, 13,327 litres of soybean using the Lizard Draper header, 13.7 metre. I think that's by Top Ace 888, I think that one is. So what I'm going to do now is come back out the game, go back to my previous save, we'll be back where we were, I'll switch the headers over and we'll go again and see if we get a better yield or not. So this is where I stood a few minutes ago, and I picked that one. So what we'll do now, did I say the same save? So we come back on. Field hasn't been touched this time. We'll grab this one. Previous harvest with the previous header came in at 13,327 litres. So let's grab this one. Same thing again. I'm going to hire a worker. I'm not taking responsibility for this. I shouldn't have any problems at all. The whole field will be harvested the same as it was before. I'm going to come over a little bit because it does stick out a little bit over there. Start the fans, please. Away we go. couldn't make it up. 13,327, exactly the same as the other header. So unfortunately this is purely aesthetic. It looks fantastic, and like I said when I did the review, with the Millennial Farmer map on its way out and Zach Johnson using one of these on his farm, it becomes one of those things that you kind of do it to get a more realistic feel. But does it improve yield? It doesn't. I got exactly the same yield using this as I did with the previous header. So there we go, another test done. It was niggling away at me. I wanted to absolutely make sure, and now I know. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.